Let me just get everything situated. All right, cool. Cool. We're good. G Money was popping. What up? What up? XV was. Let me get my audio right. All right, cool. Audio straight. What's popping, y'all? I wanted to pop on live tonight. I wanted to pop on live and talk to y'all tonight. What's popping, Montana Max? What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. Mikey T, the movie stars in the building tonight. Got a couple things that we're going to be going over. Hassan Campbell made some shocking claims about Gillie the kid. What's poppin', Sam? What's good, Montana Max? Everybody, you know what to do when you tap in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. We're gonna be talking about Hassan Campbell going in on Gillie the kid tonight, and we're gonna be talking about Hassan Campbell going on Vlad TV tonight. What's poppin', XV? Yep, Hassan made his way onto Vlad TV finally. Vlad actually revealed why he didn't have Hassan on his channel. What's poppin', Max Gunna? Appreciate you tapping in, G's. Everybody in here, let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, Dejan, tapping in from Barbados. We got Barbados in the building tonight. First of all, let's get right into this, you guys. Let's get right into this. I'm trying to figure out what is Hassan Campbell doing on the colonizer's couch. What is Hassan Campbell doing on Vlad TV's couch after calling not only myself, but calling Vlad a colonizer? So Vlad admitted to the world why he didn't have Hassan Campbell on his show. It's because he recorded Whack 100 without his knowledge. Vlad has gone through things like this in the past. What's poppin', Larry? We got PA in the building. Much love to Pennsylvania. Much love to Pennsylvania. We also got Harlem in the building. You know Harlem, man. I love Harlem. Much love to Harlem. Appreciate you for tapping in. So you dissed Vlad, but now you're on his couch. Y'all are aware, right, that Hassan called Vlad a colonizer. Everybody's aware of that, right? Oh, you're not? So guess what? I'm making you aware of it right now. Why is Hassan Campbell on Vlad's platform when he called him a colonizer? Shit, he called me a colonizer too. Yo, Mikey T is a colonizer. That's what you said, right, Hassan? Mikey T, the movie star. Yo, Haas, let me ask you something, you coward. Since you were going to tap in with a colonizer, why didn't you tap in with Mikey T, the colonizer? I'm the streets. I'm the streets. Why would you go to Vlad? You forgot? There's more than you. Did you forget that there's more than one white blogger, whatever you want to say? Haas, I would have respected you more if you went to 1090 Jake. But the rumors are that 1090 Jake is a rat. I'm not putting on him. I'm not putting that on him. So Hassan probably said to himself, I can't go to 1090 Jake. I can't do 1090 Jake's channel because I accused him of being a rat. That's right. Another person that you dissed, Hassan. Even if 1090 Jake is a rat and I'm not pinning that on him. What's the problem, Hassan? You interviewed Tekashi 6ix9ine. You interviewed 6ix9ine. My whole thing is, why Vlad? There's other people. There's other dudes doing this. Why Vlad? You know what I mean? This is the same dude a lot of people in the hip hop community, and y'all know what I mean when I say the hip hop community. A lot of people think you're a cop, Vlad, including Hassan Campbell. Were you aware of that before you actually interviewed him, Vladimir? Were you aware of all the shit he was talking about you before you actually interviewed him? This is like Whack 100 working with Hassan, not knowing that he dissed the game. Do you guys not do your background? I don't think you were aware of all that, man. Nah, you wasn't. Because if you were, Hassan wouldn't be on your channel right now. Now, Hassan, I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me, Hassan. If you don't like the way I'm talking to you, meet up with me at 1455 or wherever your building is at. I'm not worried about you. You're fat, you're out of shape. So if you don't like the way I'm talking, let's link up. Listen, Vlad TV thought you were Mexican, Hassan. Did you hear what I told you? The man doesn't know you from nowhere or none of the things that you do. The only reason that you're sitting on Vlad's couch is because you got shot. You're a Vic. You're a Vic who got shot, and you're clout chasing your way to Vlad TV. Yeah, I'm talking like this. You're disgusting, Poppy. You're a disgrace to every up-and-coming blogger. And another thing, speaking of upcoming bloggers, what happened to your cheerleader? What happened to your cheerleader, Hassan? What happened to that boy? What happened to Hassan Campbell's latest cheerleader? And I'm not talking about Bullet Scotty. Another cheerleader. He had some dude that actually got ran down on by 10 Toes Down. G-checked. Hassan Campbell watched the video of Behind the Bar getting G-checked, and he said, Behind the Bar can't be my friend. No, no, no. No, no, no. He should have slid. That's what Hassan's saying. He should have slid, and 10, just because 10 is my ops, he can't be my friend because he got punked by my ops. And then, Behind the Bar. Behind the Bar made a complete ass of himself. Behind the Bar, let me ask you a question. Do you want me to send you a Cash App for a bacon, egg, and cheese, homie? You want me to send you a Cash App for a bacon, egg, and cheese? I'll do that for you. I'll do that. I'll send you a Cash App for a bacon, egg, and cheese every day we keep your ass out of the Bronx. As long as you keep that promise. Don't go places you don't belong. I'll send you a bacon, egg, and cheese for every time you don't get in your booth and start doing all that whack-ass spinning you do for your podcast. I'll pull a Bill Gates on you with when he tried to pay Young Thug to stop rapping. Please, just stop blogging, homie. It's not for you. If I was you, I'd give it up. Everybody in here, hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Hit that like button if you support the channel. Y'all, you already know who it is. You're not built like that Behind the Bar. We saw that from the 10 footage. You were just waiting. You were just waiting to back down. Not me. Behind the Bar, you need to find a new nut hugger now, because Hassan Campbell ain't your boy no more. He dissed the hell out of you. He dissed the out of you for going to his projects. You're begging people to buy you a bacon, egg, and cheese. You're begging people to buy you a bacon, egg, and cheese. If y'all want to support the channel, send a Cash App. If y'all want to support the best upcoming blogger, that's actually had Lil Wayne on his channel and Rick Ross on his channel and Max B on his channel. Not no fraud ass Zulu Nation wannabes like Hassan Campbell. Not no Tribe Called Quest wannabes like Hassan Campbell. How you a backpacker getting taken advantage of by Bambaataa? You wasn't smart enough for that? I know a street dude wouldn't have been. Let's move on. Let's move on. You're begging people for a cash app for a bacon, egg, and cheese. Of course, Hassan Campbell couldn't mess with you after that, man. Hassan Campbell is too stupid to realize that all of his alleged friends are actually clout chasing him. Your money, it can't buy you friends, Hassan. Listen to me, Hassan. I got money. I can't use it to buy friends. So I'm alone with my money. Me, I don't need friends. You seem to need them. You seem to be seeking some sort of validation, Poppy. You thought it made you look good. You thought it made you look good going on Vlad's couch. You thought it made you look good saying you got drunk and you got out of pocket, telling him you got shot for talking shit. Now, let me go watch ARab's videos with DJ Vlad. Let me go check out his interviews. And then let me watch yours. And then I'm going to ask myself, who's the real gangster here? Hassan, that's your issue, you clown. I was trying to put you in tune with real Goonies. I was trying to put Hassan Campbell in tune with ARab, y'all. Real Goonies. But you didn't want to hear that, did you, Poppy? When we got on the phone and I was like, you see what I'm doing for ARab? Keeping his name alive while he's gone. ARab, Dark Low, OBH. Poppy didn't know who I was talking about. I was like, this guy's a joke. This guy has 1,300 people in his lives. I met his OG. He put me on the phone with him. We spoke. He couldn't do nothing to help ARab. Months down the line, now he's trying to say he acts like he knows ARab and shit like that. You haven't done nothing to help. When Ab was in need, you didn't do nothing to help. And I asked you, just like I reached out to different celebrities and asked them. So all y'all, go watch Vlad's interview with Poppy, Hassan Campbell, and go watch his interview with ARab, and then tell me who the real gangster is and comment on this video. You know, you didn't want to hear me when I was telling you about ARab, Poppy. You didn't even know who ARab was, Hassan. And you're the streets? You're the streets? OBH was putting in hella work in the streets, and you never heard of them? I got on the phone with Hassan, like I said, and he didn't know about ARab. Come on, Haas. I don't think y'all understand. I'm outraged that this dude is on Vlad TV. I'm outraged that Vlad doesn't know this guy's been dissing him for the last year. So I can only imagine how all the people that watch Vlad, all the people that watch Hassan are feeling. They're obviously tuning in. They're obviously buying into it, you know, but Hassan's whole interview with Vlad got sidetracked. Vlad wanted to take it back into the beginning of Hassan's life, but Hassan got so sidetracked talking about Bambaataa, it just never got back to there. You did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself. Now you're looking crazy in front of the world. But me, I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit different on this blog shit. When it comes to this blog shit, you guys, I'm kind of like the last of the Mohicans in this shit, if y'all know that movie, man. So this is Mikey T, the movie star, or as Hassan calls me, Mikey T, a.k.a. the colonizer. Yeah, and I'm here, and I'm outraged that you went to Vlad TV after talking all that shit, Hassan. You went there after talking all that shit on your channel. Just like you went and worked with Whack 100 after you talked all that shit on your channel about the game. Shows how you operate, homie. But I mean, what can I say, man? I did interviews with Bangum Smurf and I went to the G Unit offices, but I didn't go and sit down with DJ Academics and a snitch named 6ix9ine. I actually turned down the 6ix9ine interview. Yeah, I actually turned down the 6ix9ine interview. You couldn't wait to do that to get closer to fame. You couldn't wait to do that to get closer to making yourself a household name. And look how it's worked out for you. You destroyed yourself. At the end of the day, you have destroyed yourself. Your YouTube is gone. Where you get hundreds of thousands of views and where you could make your living, it's gone. So you better hope Vlad offers you an opportunity. Everybody hit that like button and let me know what city and state you're from. What up, Remo? Brooklyn, New York. Is that Big Remo from Murder Inc.? So I'm asking the question, Hassan, how dare you betray people like that? You sold out. You had to sell out, though. You had to sell out, Hassan, because you lost everything. You even lost out on an opportunity to get a podcast on Academics' network. You even lost out on that because you recorded Whack 100. Your name is no good on the West Coast. Whack 100 even argued with Vlad about that whole Nipsey Hussle situation that you should have never, ever brought up. So who's Hassan Campbell, Vlad's thinking? You know what I'm saying? All right. Do you think he made you look good, Hassan? Do you want to know what Vlad is thinking? He's probably like, yo, who's Hassan Campbell? Oh, Hassan Campbell is a blogger that got shot. Just got shot. Vlad heard he got shot. Vlad said, I want to interview him. Vlad heard the word shot and heard dollar signs. Haas, let me ask you another thing, you little dolja. Listen, Hassan, if you're such a big boss, be like Vlad. Be like Vlad. I'll do the interview. Vlad, tell Vlad, I'll do the interview with you, but it's got to be on my channel. It's got to be on my YouTube channel. It's got to be on mine's. Because I don't want you getting 500,000 views in 2 days off of me. Which he did, you clown. Which he did. Vlad is making money off of you getting shot. You want to diss Gillie? You want to call me a colonizer? You want to take this to a personal level? Vlad TV is about to turn your TV off because he's the only access you have to life, homie. Vlad is your last lifeline. Your name is bad news in the West Coast. What you did to Nipsey Hussle will forever be remembered. You tried to tarnish I don't give a. It wasn't Whack 100. You put it out there. Whack 100 and all them dudes on the West Coast had an understanding. Don't you understand? Oh, you were too busy trying to be involved with Tribe Called Quest to understand anything like this, like a gangster's understanding. They had an understanding, and you exposed that to the world. Much love. Providence, Rhode Island in the building. Can we keep it real? Podcast, keep it moving, y'all. Much love, much love. Everybody in here, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Drop your city and state. I seen we had Brooklyn in here. We got Providence in here. Neighborhood All-Star. That means California's in the building. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. There ain't no other white bloggers out there. I'm the last of the Mohicans of this shit. Just to be real. Been doing this as long as Vlad. You know what I mean? Much love to Vlad putting together that whole library of material he has that will live on forever. But I'm just calling it like it is. Hassan wanted to talk all that shit on Vlad TV. Well, right now, when Hassan Campbell has made it to the height of his popularity, Vlad got the interview. Vlad is doing Hassan Campbell numbers on his page right now. You couldn't boss up, could you? Some people boss up in another way with Vlad. Strong Island, New York was popping. Augusta, Maine, appreciate you tapping in. Bronx, Creston Ave in the building was popping, JP. Hassan, you couldn't boss up on Vlad and have him do the interview on your page, could you? Ohio, what's popping? Hit that like button if you're in here. Vlad heard it. Vlad heard he got shot. Vlad heard Hassan got shot and decided it's time to do the interview. Hassan, he got shot. Dollar signs. Vlad thought you were a Mexican. Vlad thought you were a Mexican. He asked you if you were Mexican. He thought you wore a sombrero and ate tacos. Vlad's next question, if you said, yes, sir, I'm Mexican, he would have asked, do you have work authorization to actually work in the United States? Do you have a work visa? That would have been Vlad's next line of questions. And that just showed me he gave you an interview, but get this, he doesn't respect you. He doesn't respect you. And he lets you know in the interview why he doesn't respect you. You put out a personal conversation. That's happened to him. That's happened to me as well, with people trying to take advantage of situations because of the fact that I trust them and will have certain conversations. Everybody in here, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button if you support the channel. That just showed me that he just gave you an interview, but he doesn't respect you, Hassan. He didn't really do much digging on you. All he heard was shooting in the Bronx, and look what happened. You know what I mean? Look what happened with the Soulja Boy interview, actually. The Soulja Boy interview. Didn't he actually interview the people who were involved in the shooting as well? Maybe he will interview the people involved with your shooting next. Who knows? AR-Rab did go on Vlad, but who did AR-Rab come and see first? AR-Rab went to Vlad TV, but guess who he came to first? I'm asking you a question, Hassan. He came to the streets. AR-Rab came to the streets. Matter of fact, I'm about to start banging on tables. I'm going to start clapping my hands. All that. AR-Rab came to the streets first. You know what I'm saying? I talk. And a lot of these dudes that beyond Vlad, they came and they checked me first. Why wouldn't you, Hassan? You're an idiot, Haas. You could have went on Vlad, but you still should have tapped in over here. And here's another thing. It's pathetic when you say they left me for dead. You say that, what did you say? They left me for dead and the white man had to rescue me? Is that what you think it is? Let me tell you something, Hassan. Vlad TV is not concerned. He is not concerned. His concern was not throwing you a bone. He threw you a bone, but he didn't even realize he was throwing you a bone. Secondly, Vlad's not riding for you. He's the most non-street dude you will meet in life. He's not riding for you. He has armed security. He pays them hourly. And these armed security guards, I mean, shit, shout out to them. Shout out to Vlad's security. He has great security. I'm not saying he's pussy. I'm not one of those people who are going to run around knocking Vlad for having security. I'm not going to do that. The man is entitled to hire whoever he wants to hire. You, on the other hand, Hassan, let me tell you something. You, on the other hand, Hassan, come on, man. Why didn't you make a big announcement and tell everybody, I'm about to do an interview with Vlad TV? Why didn't you do that? You didn't do that because you probably could have been on World Star and Vlad TV at the same time, if you get what I'm saying. Someone would have came to Vlad TV and World Starred you. Do you get what I'm saying? So next time, don't just pop up. How about you make an announcement? And before you make a suggestion in the comments, how about you allow me to get to the end of my statement? Here's where it gets a little bit interesting as well. Why didn't Hassan go on Adam 22's show? Someone tell me why. Tell me why no Kanye West sample. I want to know. I want to know another thing. DJ Vlad brought up B Stinger, and it kind of looked like Hassan Campbell, his eyes rolled. Hassan Campbell said this, I quote, Hassan said he came out before B Stinger? I want to know something, Hassan. Why did you roll your eyes when Vladimir TV asked you about B Stinger or whatever it was you did? You didn't want his name brought up, did you? It irks you when they bring up B Stinger's name. B Stinger is another Vic, but your whole thing is, I was first. I was first. So does that make B Stinger's pain any less significant? Does it make his experience any less real? What were you doing, man? What was some sort of an eye roll? You looked like the mention of B Stinger made you sick. You weren't drunk on Vlad. You sobered up. Vlad would have ate you alive if you were drunk during that interview. Guy runs around drunk. You're a lick, homie. You're a lick. You're a walking lick. You would have really been calling him all types of names if you went drunk on Vlad TV. You'd have been calling him all types of shit after that. You got this weird hatred, though, for B Stinger. Listen to me. B Stinger didn't do nothing to you. Even if you actually called him tomorrow and apologized, he'd probably still be friends with you. One thing I don't comprehend is why he does stuff like this, though, y'all. He's making it seem like his pain is like more than B Stinger's pain. B Stinger might be in my chat too, you know? He's actually a fan of mine. I believe he has actually popped in on a few videos watching, and he's popped in live before too. I could interview B Stinger. But you said, actually, I don't even want to really get further with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole gray area with you, Hassan. You know what I mean? You might try to make it seem like you're better than B Stinger, but your logic is off, Hassan. And I don't need to repeat some of the things that you say on here. Now, DJ Vlad said something like, Bambaataa. Well, they were talking about how Bambaataa said he didn't know who B Stinger was. Now, DJ Vlad isn't aware, but he's actually about to crack the whole Bambaataa case here. Just like he cracked the Tupac case, he's about to crack the Bambaataa case. Everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Let me know what you're sipping on, man. I've been on these lately, man. We're about to talk about what Dipset rapper got yapped for his chain. Who do y'all think it was? Who do y'all think it was in the chat? Okay, my man KG's got some Canadian whiskey. All right, bro. I see you. I'm good. Appreciate you, Cat, for tapping in tonight. DJ Vlad is not aware, but he's about to crack the Bambaataa case. And Vlad is a neutral party in all this. Now, I believe, I don't really know right now where Vlad's stance is with Hassan Campbell. I don't know if he's believing Hassan's story or what, because Vlad doesn't know, you know, like how many people he interviews. Like he doesn't know if everyone that he interviews is actually telling the truth. You know what I mean? Think about it, you guys. When Arab interviewed with Vlad, Vlad must have thought like, man, all this stuff just can't be true. All this stuff can't be true. Vlad's like, I don't know. I can't believe this guy. But he just got shot. So Hassan Campbell's interview will be good for viewers. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't know if I'll believe him, but I'll chop his interview into 40 clips and I'll make a bunch of money off of this. Bambaataa Vic. And guess what? He allowed me to do it, even after all that shit he was talking about. Vlad is going to make what Hassan Campbell does in 40 days. Actually, Vlad will release a video every day. He just made the same money that Hassan would have made in 40 days. It is what it is, man. You know, Hassan is the one who would have been able to capitalize off this. Most people that get an opportunity to go on Vlad, they shoot off into superstardom. I mean, you're on a channel with over 4 million people. You should be able to really take that. Look at what other people have done to enhance the significance of their brand. But Hassan, yeah, Kat, Hassan made a fool out of himself, and he basically ruined his own livelihood on YouTube by saying certain things. Like, that's why I'm saying, man, you got to have a respect for the platform before you come and you just, you know, take it so far. You know what I mean? It's not like you're on XM radio or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But so Vlad isn't aware. Vlad isn't aware, but this is about to get real. This is about to get real. How can people support Hassan Campbell? I really don't get it. I really don't. He actually put himself in position to get played. You know what I mean? It's just like a whole reoccurring cycle of his life. He knows he's being played. And the worst part about it is he can't even capitalize off the Vlad TV fame because he is demonetized. You know what I mean? And how are you actually going to capitalize when you look like a clown? You're up there telling Vlad about getting bottles thrown at your head. And Vlad hit him with the, in all fairness. And that's how you knew you were talking to a white man, because he said, in all fairness, you were talking a lot of smack. In all fairness, you were talking smack on them. Then them bottles started clapping at your head, Hassan. Everyone watching that live video knew you deserved it. You're like, but Vlad, you got to understand, I was drunk. Vlad would have been like, well, I can control my drinking. All you did by going on Vlad was let people know that you're a full-blown alcoholic and that you need help, Hassan. You can't control yourself. Homie, I can drink a bottle of Henny just like you, but I'm not going to go, you know what I mean? I'm not going to run outside and be all crazy. You're a cry for help, and that's exactly what you're doing, man. That's not going to get you nowhere. Why don't you go sign an agreement with Rumble or something, homie? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Listen to me. I don't care. Vlad doesn't care. My son doesn't care. Fat Joe doesn't care. Who else? Who else do you want me to list that doesn't care? Mano doesn't care. Jim Jones doesn't care. The Lobby Boys don't care. What else do you want me to say? All these people that you diss, how do you expect them to care? Academics doesn't care no more. Adam 22 might give you an interview now since Vlad did it. But you got to fly to Cali for that. And you don't want to go out there, as I said before. It's actually funny. It's funny because I actually have an interview with 10 Toes Down where he actually said that he wanted to pay for your lawyer. 10 Toes Down wanted to bring you a lawyer, Hassan. So why are you lying and saying that nobody else helped you? That's why I was saying a little bit earlier, you're on this platform lying. 10 Toes Down came on my platform and said he tried to help you get a lawyer. You said you didn't want to sue. So why the change of heart? Let me ask you, what would B.O. think of that? What would B.O. think of that, Hassan? Gangsters don't sue. Come on, go slide on Bam if he violated you. What are you talking about? Court. That's what B.O. would have said to you. What are you talking about court? You mean like basketball? We going to the court to play basketball? I don't go to courts unless I'm playing basketball. You're bugging. And of course, I doubt B.O. called you Poppy. I doubt B.O. called you Poppy. That's why I didn't put it in the dialogue. I don't go to courts unless I'm playing basketball. You're bugging. And of course, you mentioned B.O. on Vlad. Of course you did. You mention him every chance you get. You're still living off Son's wreck. We all know that. Why wouldn't you mention him, though? Of course you got to mention him because you didn't put in any work. You didn't put in any work. You can't live off your name. So, of course, you got to run around talking about, that's my big homie B.O. Okay, cool. What about you? He's got a name. What about you? Robbed half a Bronx River? That's what your name is? Where? Where? I don't see the Vicks. Who? Where? Where? Who's got them chains then if you snatched all them chains? Where them chains went? That must be mad jewelry that you've got, Poppy. Where's it at? But you don't show any of it. You just wear bronze jewelry. Why don't you wear some of the jewelry you stole from the residents of Bronx River? You should wear their shit, man. You used to be a stick-up kid, right? Hassan, you were the jokes on Vlad TV. Just rewatch it, man. Just rewatch it. It might be tough for you to rewatch now that I'm pointing all this stuff out. Go rewatch it, homie. You were the joke. You were the joke. So it's not even a question to me, though, you guys. Everybody in here, if you support the channel, hit that like button one time. It's not even a question if Hassan Campbell is lying or not. He said the only person that tried to help him get an attorney was some woman, when I know for a fact that 10 Toes Down told me he tried to help Hassan Campbell get an attorney. But it's just like the whole B. Stinger situation when he kind of looked disgusted about his name being brought up. Of course, Hassan is not going to bring up one of the hottest emerging bloggers' name in 10 Toes Down. And furthermore, I just want to point this out. I want to point this out because Hassan explained what went wrong when he got a lawyer to go after Bambaataa. The person who helped Hassan Campbell get an attorney was, that whole situation was already compromised, you guys, because B. Stinger retracted a lot of his statements, apparently, allegedly. So why would Hassan even go with that type of lawyer? And why is that man sitting on Vlad's couch lying to him about who helped him in the past? If he's going to lie about that, what else will he lie about? So you went with somebody's lawyer who was already representing somebody who retracted all of their damning statements? That's a losing path. Their situation has already been compromised. You coming in with that same lawyer, the judge is going to look at it like this is the second case when your last client just retracted all the information and now you're coming with the same type of case. Like, come on, man. And 10 Toes Down really tried to help you. This is just like you recording Whack 100 and ruining your opportunity to ever become a member of Academics Network. And look what happened now. Whack 100 got his podcast, except it's not with Hassan Campbell. It's with Adam 22. What's poppin', Chemo? Appreciate you for tapping in, G's. Everybody let me know where you're tapping in from. Y'all know I'm from Connecticut. If you don't, then you do now. So I really don't get, why would Hassan even go in with this type of lawyer, man? Why? Hassan Campbell is stupid for letting his whole case get compromised. And listen, you also lied when Doggy Diamonds tried to get you a psychiatrist for your mental health issues. You heard? It might have been Mental Awareness Month, and he peeped it, and he saw you. You lied on Academics Podcast when you said you would never get caught lacking. And how stupid was that to do? Because how did it work out for you, man? You got caught lacking. You got caught lacking and nothing was done about it. You should have never went around saying that, because that might have even ignited what happened to you. You just can't be saying stupid stuff like that. Like, yo, you can't be running around saying I can't get touched. You can't run around saying I'm never lacking. That right there shows you this person is off his meds. They're off their meds. Like, what are you talking about, man? Anybody can get touched. Oh, word? You can't get touched? You want to see? All that type of shit, man. That's the point in time when people probably want to start proving a point. You know what I mean? But Hassan Campbell, he likes to learn the hard way. Like dissing Gillie the kid. Dissing Gillie the kid, and then he looks like an ass. He gets made a fool of. Springfield, Massachusetts, what up? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in. Massachusetts in the building. Haas likes to learn the hard way, y'all. He's looking at the bullet after they took it out of his body. Like, yo, guys, this is so cool. I got shot. And meanwhile, you know what I mean? You're looking at him like, really? All of this just for YouTube views, man? And I'm not even like, come on, man. I'm not even trying to hit at you like that, homie. But that was just some clout chasing shit, man. I would never get shot for YouTube views, man. You're a clown, man. That's what everyone is thinking. Your shit has like 200K views and you get like 300 likes. Let's be real. That just goes to show you people aren't laughing with you. They're laughing at you because the people watching you are thinking, damn, if he was in my projects doing that, I would have done the same shit, cracking down with bottles from the top of the roof. What are you doing in my project building, making it look like it's sweet, filming a YouTube video? They was throwing bottles at you all day, thinking it's sweet out there when you come on the internet and try to tell us it's not. Who do you think you are, man? You know the Biggie lyrics. People are watching that like, damn. Especially after the things you were saying to the residents and the way you were showing like a lack of respect for your fans, for the people who actually acknowledged you. You know what I mean? Like, and another thing, I think he said they were telling, I want you to stop lying. Stop lying, Hassan. The lawyer didn't tell you that you can't find him. Homie, you better subpoena him. Once you subpoena him, he'll pop up then. Like, you sound stupid with this information. Really? Your lawyer told you that? I'm supposed to believe that goofy shit you told Vlad? What are you thinking, man? Just say you didn't want to go. Just say you didn't want to go to court. Just say you didn't want to do nothing about it. Don't make up stories. Just say you're good with being a Vic and just say you don't want to sue nobody. But don't do this dumb shit because you just missed out on your interview. You're like, nah, for real, because my lawyer said this. Listen to me. Listen to me. They saw that you was an idiot. They saw you an idiot. They saw that they were dealing with an idiot. The lawyer probably noticed that. And guess what? You believed him. You're an idiot. Congratulations. Congratulations. You played yourself. You played yourself, Poppy. What do you want from me? The lawyer could tell you this. It's going to snow tomorrow. Yo, the lawyer said it's going to snow tomorrow, Holmes. What the fuck does that mean? Wait until tomorrow and see if it'll snow. Move along. These dudes are just so stupid. They don't even second guess things. They don't question. Maybe you should have went and seen another lawyer. Maybe you need to fire that lawyer. Come on, maybe you need another lawyer then, homie. You know there's a lot of lawyers out there. Who hired your lawyer, Hassan? The ops? Because they played your ass. They played you, Poppy. They played you. You really can't put two and two together, can you, Hassan? And listen to me. If they shut the case down, that means you didn't go forward. You didn't go forward with your claims. Therefore, it was shut down due to what? You. Lack of cooperation would be the word. This is all because of you. Stop faulting others. Stop faulting others, Hassan. All of these decisions are made by you. You made them. There were people telling you to sue Bam. They were telling you you're an idiot. Sue Bam. Civil, at least. You don't go criminal. What? You don't want money? You're a baller? Is that what it is? You're not a rider. We see that. You didn't catch him in the streets. So what are we doing here? I'm about to start clapping my hands in front of my face, y'all. Come on, man. Even Bambaataa, he said in Bambaataa admitted what he did to him. Let me tell you this. That's what he said he wanted. Let me tell you this. Even Bambaataa admitting what he did to you wouldn't give you closure. Hassan thought that would make things better. It's like if you boom someone and then you apologize to his mom Dukes. You think it'll give you closure, but it won't. It's the same thing here, and that's how you can tell Hassan isn't a goonie. He's a very naive type of person, and he doesn't know certain things, and people make fun of him for not knowing certain shit because it's like, how stupid can you be? That's why I try not to make fun of things. I try not to make fun of him too much because people be clowning him. And another thing, whose grave are you going to piss on, Hassan? Whose grave are you going to piss on? I want to say, why don't you go to Gillie the Kid's studio and tell him that? How about you pull up to $1 million worth of game studio and tell him what you're going to do? And where did that come out of anyways? Talking about Gillie. We addressed that last week. And this clown said his son is dead and he has midgets fighting and y'all are talking about me. Yeah, we're talking about your clown ass. Don't judge somebody about their grieving process. That man lost his son, something he never expected to happen to him in life. How dare you try to judge that man when you have children of your own? You're disrespectful. You're never going to make it nowhere in life. If Vlad knew you did that, he would never have had you on his channel because he knows you're despicable. Charlemagne called 50 diabolical. I'm calling you despicable. You're a despicable bitch, Hassan Campbell. You crossed the line saying this shit about Gillie the Kid. You crossed the line and everybody sees it, man. You exposed yourself saying that shit about Gillie the Kid. Because I know you've lost fans now. I know you've lost fans because look what happened in the race. Look what happened in the race to 1 million subs with you and Math Hoffa. You got smoked, homie. You got smoked. You tried to peg Math for 500,000 subs. Yo, Math, man, you shot up to 500,000 subs really quick. Yeah, probably because your 400,000 subs aren't really real, homie. I know your live numbers are cool and all that, but you did you pull a Gully TV on your numbers, bro? Because we all know Gully really doesn't have 125,000 viewers either. So what's going on there, homie? But we got to talk, man. We got to talk about Dipset. We got to talk about how Joe Budden straight violated J.R. Writer, you guys. J.R. Writer, like, put out a diss on Joe Budden that was pretty pathetic. He had some bars where he was like, I'm on my game, I promise. I got the same game in the yolk. Who got a taste for omelets? How are y'all feeling about that bar in the chat? Y'all got a taste for that bar? Y'all got a taste for omelets in the chat? First of all, I want to say fuck all them bars, man. Before I even get into that, why is that beat that JR Writer is using, that Queen's Flip played for Joe Budden, why is that beat so sus? JR Writer tried to redo I'm Ready. Guys, go and listen to it. Queen's Flip plays it for Joe Budden. JR Writer redoing I'm Ready. Guys, listen to the beat. I think he chopped it and screwed it. The hit song, I'm Ready. And he freestyles over it as a solo version. That was straight cornball, man. I'm going to ask you, JR Writer, were you on the original? Were you on the original? No, you weren't. on the original? And why weren't you on the original? Maybe you can let me know. First of all, stop trying to redo a classic because you butchered it. That's why Joe Budden's face is cringing while listening to you. Because before he's even hearing your bars, he's like, he picked this beat and he slowed it down like right off top. Now I know I'm in store for some cornball shit. Exactly. That's what J.R. Writer brings to the table. Right off top, he's like, this is going to be some cornball shit. And sure enough, here comes some cornball shit. He said, I'm on my game, I promise. I got the game in the yolk. Who's got a taste for omelets? It's time you pay some homage. This thing I lay is timeless, and y'all in the friend zone because you ain't fucking with me. This shit is straight platonic. Do you mean like the fans aren't fucking with you, bro? Because that bar made me kind of want to be like a friend of you that like never answers your call. Made me want to be like a friend of you that never invites you to a party. Made me want to be like a friend of you that I deleted your space on my iTunes account. Platonic? You got it? The way he's dragging it and rhyming it in such slow and annoying way and acting like the bars are going over your head and shit like that. Hold on, I'm Tony with the mobster and I go crazy and I eat pasta. What was that next? Like, what the hell was that, J.R. Writer? This is the same guy that Cameron gave an opportunity? What the hell was that? Cameron gave you a chance to work with Lil Wayne, and now you're subjecting us to this bullshit? There's a reason that Lil Wayne wanted to do I Can't Feel My Face with Joel Santana and not you, homie. There is a reason. So he's rhyming over a fake Dipset beat, and he's saying and rhyming words like Lorena Bobbitt, straight platonic. Get it? Whatever, man. That shit was lame. You have zero swag, fam. That's not no wavy shit. That's not no wavy shit, homie. That's not wavy shit like Dave East be saying. Shit like Dave East be saying. He'd be like, I got 2 chicks on my dick waiting to French kiss. You're rapping about Lorena Bobbitt, though. On a fake Dipset beat. They're dragging it along. It's dragging like the bars, man. You don't belong on that beat. Come on. You don't belong on that shit, J.R. Writer. Joe Budden wasn't that nice to you, and I'm not going to be nice to you either. And then you say, drop Porsche. Queens flip in the battle. Joe Budden is like, this shit is dragging, Queens flip. You're my man, but this shit is dragging too long. And he was not wrong. The bars that J.R. Writer spits are so basic. It's like, the next bar's gotta be better. The next bar's gotta be better, man. J.R. Writer, why don't you spit like you used to no more, man? Listen to me. Listen to me, JR. Watch how you talk to Joe Budden. Watch how you talk to that man. You know who Joe Budden is? Watch how you talk to him on your next response. Because if you don't, stupid, I'm going to explain why you shouldn't. You know he was A-Team? JR, if you need help, you can hire the A-Team, which consists of who? Who is the A-Team, Mikey T? What are you talking about, Mikey T? Well, if you were a bar spitter, you would know. If you were a real hip-hop head, you would know. The A-Team. You remember Mr. T? He used to jump out the van. Well, guys, here's the rap group. Who was in it? Y'all know. Y'all should know. If you know, drop it in the comments. You had Ransom, Hitchcock, And there was a gentleman by the name of Joe Budden. And they were a trio, you guys, not a duo, a trio called the A-Team. And they were heating up in the streets on DJ Clue while you were doing nothing, JR. They were doing Cutmaster C, and you were doing nothing, JR Writer. So watch how you talk to Joe Budden. And the Mood Music series is better than the Writer's Block series. Just calling it as it is. You don't have a pump it up to even make fun of. I'm just being real. Judging from the other Dipset artists I've actually interviewed, I doubt you even had a real deal with Dipset. Labels have been fighting over Joe Budden since Pump It Up. Eminem signed him. Hello, Hassan Campbell Susio voice. When Joe Budden did that Sing for the Moment freestyle over that Eminem beat where he sampled Aerosmith, I believe that's probably when Eminem took notice. JR, you don't have a freestyle like that. You don't have a record like that that means anything. Cam brought you around the studio. Cam told people like K Slay, you were nice. K Slay was like, I guess so. Let's see if he's nice. You know, I work with this guy named Papoose, and everyone says he's nice. So I don't know about your man's JR. Matter of fact, I had some guy up here before named Stack Bundles. Well, that was last week. So I don't know about your guy JR. Do we need to compare them? Listen to me. The thing is, nobody helped Joe Budden. Joe Budden just came in way more creative. He's way more diverse. Yeah, I get it. He's not a people person. He's not friendly, but neither are you, JR. I did an interview with Joe Budden. Joe Budden showed me real love. What do these other bloggers have spoke to Joe Budden? None. I have. That's why I can come on here and speak it. I lived through his career. That's why I can come on here and critique it. Joe Budden is one of the artists that's incredibly talented, but he's underrated because of his personality. Let's just be real. People don't really like the Joe Budden persona, so they didn't give his music more of a chance. Joe Budden is an asshole, kind of. You get what I'm saying? I'm not like that, though. I'm not that type of person. You know, I don't care because guess what? He makes great music. But JR, your whole Still Standing mixtape, that shit was whack. That tape, Still Standing or whatever it was called, was whack. It was garbage. It was garbage. People like JR Writer, but they knew he wasn't official when he got yapped for that bird chain. That's right, I said it. People like JR Writer, but they knew he wasn't official when he got yapped for his bird chain. He's the member of Dipset that got yapped for a chain. Wasn't it in Soundview? Wasn't it in Soundview when you got your chain snatched, homie? Meek Mill would have dropped your ass like he did Louis V. Just saying. You want to know who got it back for him? In the chat, do you want to know who got it back for him? Do you guys want to know who was recording it? Do y'all want to know who was recording it? You want to know who got it back? I mean, maybe I'll tell y'all on Joe Budden's show. Maybe I'll tell y'all on Joe Budden's show. The people who did it are visible, but think about it. Who was holding that camera and who got your shit back? Information that the streets know. You know what I'm saying? I don't violate that shit, though. You know what I mean? I don't violate that shit. JR Writer, man, I'm just exposing what happened. Don't make me come back in the next video and violate. You heard? Because I can come back and violate because I know what's going on with the streets. I've been here. I lived through it. I'm still living through it. I'm the realest blogger out there. Academics was in college while we was all outside living through this. Sorry, Ac. There was a bird chain flying around in the streets. Guys, listen, that's like a death row chain floating around. Cam was probably like, I don't want to have nothing more to do with you. I got you the Lil Wayne feature and this happens. I don't want nothing more to do with you. Cut off. How dare you? What are you calling me for? Go get your shit back. What did it take? You want me to tell you how long it took? Y'all, how long do y'all think it took? Y'all want me to tell you how long it took for him to get his chain back? About a week and a half. Took about a week and a half to get the bird chain back. 9 days to be exact. About a week and a half. You weren't sturdy enough to get that joint back the next day, were you? Rosenberg didn't ask you about that one, did he? How about you tell the story? Why didn't you get it back next day? How about you tell the story since you're looking for clout right now? Now, that's why you put together the Dipset Reject album, didn't you? Your chain was an eagle, I'll admit. I'm going to say some good things about his chain. It was too unique, you know what I mean? It was a beauty to look at. And you could tell that the jeweler put time into it. If y'all don't remember the chain, just Google it right now. J.R. Ryder bird chain. Y'all should remember it. Cameron put him in front of our faces significantly before he fell off the face of the earth. That joint was unique. It was a beauty. You could tell that a jeweler really put some time and effort into it. You know, it's one of those things where it was like, it would be wild disrespectful to melt that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the time, like I said, because of all the effort actually put into it. So some jewelers, you know what I mean? They wouldn't actually melt pieces like that, you know, because like it kind of felt wrong. So he got his piece back. JR got his piece back only after it went on tour. It went on tour, you guys. I could share some of the locations that it went on tour. Y'all thought Young Berg was the only artist getting smacked up and Chains was going on tour? Nah. Dipset rappers, Chains was going on tour. J.R. Ryder's chain went on tour in Soundview. Yup, went on tour in Soundview. Castle Hill. Castle Hill got a little attention with the chain. Can you believe how embarrassing that actually is? Southern Boulevard. I'm telling you guys, that joint made its rounds. So that happens, and guess what? Guess what happened to that boy? You're not Dipset no more, homie. You ain't Dipset no more. But you know what? Before J.R. Ryder went to jail, it was evident that he wasn't Dipset. It was evident you weren't Dipset then. You went to jail crying, saying Cam didn't have your back. And then you came out apologizing. To me, that's some bitch ass shit. Why are you talking shit about the man in the first place? That's why I look at it like that. Go do your fucking bid. It's so obvious he inspired you to rap. You're like Cam's son, JR. You're like Cameron's son. Think about it. Your whole rap style, you got it for him. You got it from him. I skate, vroom, vroom. My ace, boon, coon. Come on, bro. You bit his whole style. That whole shit you got from Cameron. Your whole style is that, man. But it's okay. It's okay because you did it well on instrumentals. But your song game, trash. Some people are better at actually live freestyling than actually sitting down, recording the song. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. We've seen it happen even in the last couple years. Hey, JR, we should speed up this beat, homie. How about you go grab yourself a cup of coffee, get some energy? Now, when you're live freestyling, it's a little bit different. You don't need someone to tell you that. You're more on the spot. So let me see. Let me see what he says here. He said, not to change the topic, but yo, you don't know me. I'm a mobster. I go to Tony with the yappa. I be ballin', making movies. I'm Kobe at the Oscars. Deep dish got him dazzled. I mean whips when I travel. Drop Porsche with the top off. Queen's flip at the battle. That's the Queen's flip battle that I mentioned. And that's actually the whole reason I believe that Queen's flip brought this to Joe Budden's attention. But listen, bro, JR Writer, I booked you for a show. I booked you for a show. I got you paid for a show before in Connecticut, and you didn't even have any money to fill up any of your car's gas tanks. So I don't know why you're talking about rolling around in whips like that, homie. You had me have the promoter send you additional money so you could put gas in your car to show up. J.R. Writer and J Hood are so similar. They're both washed up has-beens that are broke. They're washed up. They both actually talk about artists that are better than them. Joe Budden is a one-hit wonder, you say? Is that what you say, J.R. Writer? Well, get this. You're a no-hit wonder. So you still can't talk on Joe Budden. And get this. Joe Budden never got robbed. So what? Raekwon's man punched him in the face. That's got nothing to do with you. He didn't ask his man to go get his jewelry back like you. Joe Budden took his L like a man. You hide from it. And another thing, I'm OGB. OGB. The only gold blogger. You clowns, I'm dissing, don't even have gold records. JR, all I'm going to tell you is light the pot, flame the pan. Every day is not payday, fam. I wasn't rhyming. I'm Mikey T, the only gold blogger. I wasn't out rhyming. I was out grinding like a reggae dance. And JR, I'm talking to you right now. So you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, your mans knows what I'm talking about. They're laughing right now like, how the fuck does Mikey T know that? Listen, you know how I know that. You know it, man. Because while you blew the paper, guys, listen to me. Only I do shit like this. I promise you. Hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. While you blew the paper, I watched fiends hit the pipe like a flute player. What are you talking about, Mikey T? What are you talking about, Mikey T? JR Writer knows what I'm talking about. Them are your bars, homie. Them are your bars, homie. Joe Budden, listening to this record, he couldn't wait but 20 seconds, 25 seconds max before saying, get this shit the F out of here. Don't disrespect the airways with people who aren't ready yet. J.R. Writer's not ready yet? You had a single with Lil Wayne and you're not ready yet. You ain't never going to be ready. You ain't never going to be ready then. You bombed. You flopped. You didn't get an opportunity. Writer's block sucked. Your song with Lil Wayne was trash. You looked like a worse version than Cameron. You don't even know how to wear proper drip. I don't know what it was, but you just messed it all up, man. You had an opportunity to stand by Lil Wayne and you dropped the ball. Come on, man. That was weak. So J.R. Writer posted a picture of Joe Budden at the Total Slaughter event. Joe Budden actually battled Hollow the Don. Most of y'all probably know about that. And he wrote, and y'all booing the hard shit. And y'all booing the hard shit. I think that was a quote from Joe Budden from that night. I can't exactly remember, but he has that. J.R. Writer had posted that and had that in quotes. And then he wrote, since you keep speaking on me, let's jump in the ring so I can smoke the shit out of you, bozo, at Joe Budden. If not, shut your hating ass up. You want to talk about booing? You want to talk about booing hard shit? How about rapping about yolk and omelets? That was weak. Budden was right about your shit. It's trash. You got to step up your delivery. And the beat, like I said, was horrible. Try to redo stuff. Or how about this? Just do new stuff. JR, you're full of shit, man. You would have been cooking dudes, though. We want to talk battling? You're full of shit. If you had got into that field realistically, you probably would have never went to jail. You probably would have been cooking dudes, like I said. But you don't want no smoke in battle rap. Or else the first person that you probably would have battled probably would have been Cassidy. You got good bars, but let me tell you something. It's car music. You couldn't get in someone's face doing battle rap like that. You're not animated like that. If I gotta break you down, you can't be rapping with dudes like K Shine. You can't be rapping with dudes like Hollow the Don or Sue Surf. Free my guy. So you're not battling no Joe Budden. Stop that shit. And whatever, man. Joe Budden did get cooked by Hollow the Don. So what? He got paid for that. His career didn't take an L. He's right now doing a hit podcast. After that, he dropped the Slaughterhouse albums or whatever order it happened in. Whatever. His career didn't take an L. He has his own lane. And he has an amazing fan base. A core fan base. And you don't have that, JR Writer. You probably have like 90 people willing to buy your album. This is Mikey T, the movie star, the OGB talking to you. I'm telling you, your first bars in life. I'm telling you, your first bars ever, JR Writer. You blew paper. I watched fiends hit the pipe like a flute player. I'm smooth like that, Writer. I'm smooth like that, JR. Don't play with me. None of y'all don't play with me. So I'm telling you right now, you're not battling Joe Budden. So Joe Budden said, now, JR, you don't believe that. You're typing to me. You don't believe what you're typing to me. And he responded, LOL, you have never been better than me. You wasn't even the best in your own group. And I'm dead serious. We can do it on Smack, RBE, Chrome, pick one. All right. You want to be realistic about who was the best in Slaughterhouse? You want to be realistic about who was the best in Slaughterhouse? There's an argument that Joe Budden is the best in Slaughterhouse. Joe Budden has moved more units than all those other guys. with the exception of Royce the 5'9's duet album with Eminem. Okay? If you really want to break stuff down, or I think you just want to talk. You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, JR Writer, in all honesty, homie, you weren't in the group. You weren't even the best in your own group. You weren't even in the group that you thought you were in. Listen to me. Every time a reunion is brought up, your name is never even mentioned. Hell, they talk about Hell Rel before they mention you. They ask, is Hell Rel going to be there? But they don't mention you, JR Writer. I think I remember it properly. Hell Rel got a rollout that actually ended up with him dropping an album that hit the stores that sold 16,000 copies first week. I can't recollect your rollout after that flop with Lil Wayne. You were so bland that you couldn't even get a rollout. JR Writer, your friends are cool, but they're scared to give you constructive criticism. You know what I mean? They just don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you that they're thinking like, tell him, but he's not really trying to hear that. You got to learn to accept people's advice, man. Joe Budden being in Slaughterhouse was just another part of his career outside of him being a solo artist. You were never really in a group. You were never really a solo artist who got a real push. Cameron probably hesitated introducing you to Jay-Z. Like, how real do you need me to keep it for you? This is how real I will keep it with a hip hop artist on a podcast. Smack doesn't want to do a battle with you. RBE, Chrome, Remy Ma. Yo, JR, you're already on Smack. This is Mikey T talking. You're already on Smack without even realizing it, homie. You're telling me? Let me ask you. What do you even expect to get paid for a battle? You haven't rapped in forever. You think you're going to come into a battle rap and be on some godsend shit? Fam, you're not even a part of the battle rap culture. Who did you battle? Maybe you battled like Jay Mills back in the day because he was running around crazy? I don't know. Y'all. JR, nobody knows you from battling, man. Nobody is bumping no JR Writer mixtape in 2023. You don't have any projects out. People still have to look for your music on mixtapes and like literally search on YouTube. And Joe Budden made a point. Made a major point. You have 28,000 monthly Spotify listeners and you were affiliated with the hottest hip hop group in history? Homie, I think Shice Bubs, I think Aguilar the Don, you know what I mean? Uncasa, there's Purple City rappers with that many streams, more streams, to be honest with you. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You should be on like Lloyd Banks level. You claim you're as nice as Lloyd Banks, right? You said that, right? So you should be on Lloyd Banks level. But in reality, push comes to shove, you only have 2 good mixtapes. You fell off. You came in strong, but you ran out of material. It was clear to see JR Writer is running out of material. You know what I mean? The guy, he just wanted to be everywhere except on the radio. He wanted to be everywhere except on the radio. You had one song that played on the radio, and it played late nights. And I believe it was only K Slay spinning it exclusively. It was called Grill'em. It was called Grill'em. Y'all remember? Let me know in the chat if you guys remember Grill'em. JR Writer's song called Grill'em. Grill'em. Let me know if you remember that, guys. Much love to my bro, A Mafia. He's giving me a couple dope opportunities to interview him. J.R. Writer, grill him. If you don't remember, I'll remind you. If you don't remember, I'll remind you. J.R. Writer remembers, though. It was the song dudes was playing when they robbed you, right? Grill him, grill him. It was the song dudes was playing when they robbed you. They were playing your music when they robbed you. J.R. Writer, Dipset affiliate, they were playing your music when they was robbing you, homie. It don't get any realer than that, man. I'm going to be real. Getting robbed for your own chain while your own music is playing, you lose extra points for that. They couldn't creep on you, right? Because your song was blasting. That was crazy. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Guy came home from jail with no buzz. You came home from jail with no buzz. Homie, you had no buzz coming home from jail. And your homie Hal Rell in his prime came home from jail and sold 16,000 units his first week. Put that in perspective, man. You came home from jail and you did a Hot 97 freestyle. Hal Rell came home from jail, got an opportunity to put an album out. I love Dipset, you guys. Listen to me. I love Dipset. Remember, you guys. And I want to shout out to all the Dipset members that have always showed me love. 40 Cal, Jim Jones, Max B, Freaky Zeke. That was actually my first interview. And also shout out to the new class of Bird Gang, Dice Peso, Keen Streets. So let me see. J.R. Writer said this on his post as well. Yes, Hal Rell did put an official album out, my G's, for the hell of it. His debut album, go check it out. 16,000 copies first week, the one where he had all the bullets in his mouth. Appreciate you tapping in, G's, too. And yeah. So J.R. Writer said, Joe Budden has never been a better rapper than me in his life. His music run wasn't better. His group run wasn't better, but you didn't have a group run. And you didn't even have one hit. You're a no-hit wonder, as I said. His freestyle run wasn't better. His freestyle run, homie. You were in jail for when the freestyle shit started. What freestyle run are you talking about, man? J.R. Writer said, and I rap better than he has ever rapped right now. Stop speaking on me. Damn, I'm about to roll something else up. Good. J.R. Writer. J.R. Writer, listen to me. That's your response? Everything you said was false. Joe Budden has never been a better rapper than me in his life. That's false. He's a better overall artist than you. He's a better songwriter, and everyone knows that. He just is. I'm going to put a poll up. Guys, let me put a poll up for you guys. My bad. I should be a little bit more interactive. Let me put up a poll. Appreciate everybody's in here. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe now. Who is a better overall MC? It's going to do very basic like that. I'm not going to ask you who has had a better career because, as I've explained, Joe Budden actually had a chance to go platinum on multiple occasions. If I really had to look into it, I mean, J.R. Writer had some affiliation with the Diplomatic Immunity Projects, but I would have to say that would probably compete against Slaughterhouse a bit, but he doesn't even have any official albums to compare against Joe Budden. You could then compare some of the writer's block against the mood musics. You know what I mean? But we're not doing that tonight. Tonight, I just went over some of the bars. I wanted to go over Joe Budden's cringe reaction. And now J.R. Writer saying all this other stuff. You're a better rapper. False. He's better overall than you. Like, if we're going to talk about when it comes to lyrics, if we're going to talk about when it comes to flow, if we're going to be talking about when it comes to choice of production, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to talk about actual physical success, you know what I'm saying? I could actually name 3 or 4 different Joe Budden projects that have actually been in stores, from labels like Def Jam, labels like Amalgam Digital, the Interscope run that he had. Like J.R. Writer, push comes to shove, maybe one of those albums made it into official retail stores like FYE, Best Buy, you know what I'm saying? But it was pretty much a wrap for J.R. Writer after that, just to be real with you. Listen to me right now. Joe Budden could do a concert in Manhattan. Listen to me. Joe Budden figured out the independent way to get money. He's been without a label for a long time. He could do a concert in Manhattan right now, and that shit would be full. His music wasn't better, J.R. Writer said. I'm sorry, homie. Were you signed to Def Jam? Were you signed to Def Jam, J.R. Writer? Were you signed to Interscope? Listen to me. You weren't even signed to Dipset. You weren't signed to Eminem. You weren't signed to the first label ever created. Cameron didn't even really want to take a gamble on you. I've interviewed multiple rappers that have been affiliated with Dipset, and they all told me they never really signed. So if you signed J.R. Writer, produce the paperwork, homie. Produce the paperwork. And I don't want to see a split sheet on that Lil Wayne track. Because if you didn't get a split sheet on that Lil Wayne track, then you might as well just kiss your ass goodbye, homie. So this guy wants to say his music wasn't better. Do you even have any music? Joe Budden put out Pump It Up, and Jay-Z jumped on that record, not even officially. You put out a record officially with Lil Wayne and it got no traction. You actually killed the Dipset run, if I remember correctly. When they put out that video with you and Lil Wayne, it generated so little interest that I just said it's a wrap for Dipset. That was because of you, J.R. Writer, that I found a lack of interest in Dipset. You're not even the Tony Yayo of Dipset. You are more like the governor or something like that. The hot rod. You are like the Nice. Shout out to Nice. That's my guy. My bad, Nice. He's from New York and shit. You are the 40 Glock, homie. Hold on, was that too rough? Who are we talking about again? Oh, J.R. Writer. My bad, yo. You're better than 40 Glock. My bad. You don't do more views than 40 Glock. Yo, I'm telling you guys, Jay-Z thought Joe Budden was a threat. Jay-Z did not play nice with Joe Budden. Jay-Z redid the Pump It Up record, guys. He didn't play nice with Joe Budden, even though they were affiliated. It didn't really seem like they were liking each other. It was so weird to see stuff like that back then. You know, if you guys know, you know what I mean? When Jay-Z would do things like get on Jim Jones Ballin' or get on Pump It Up like that, that was just kind of weird to see like that, because he didn't make it an official remix, like, and reach out to Joe Budden to do it officially. You know what I mean? By actually jumping in the music video, which would have been a lot better. You know what I mean? But at that point, all respect, it was competition. Jay-Z didn't know what position he was going to end up in. You know what I mean? Just being real. But we all got to live through that. And it was the greatest time ever to see all this. Joe Budden said some crazy shit about J.R. Ryder. He said, he said, just me looking at you is lowering the property value on the block. Just this exchange, you just walking your bummy ass down the block has lowered everything. Come on, I can't talk to you and stop. And I like you. So leave me the F alone. That shit was whack. What will y'all do when I'm gone and there's no one here to tell y'all that your shit is ass? You're in the bathroom mirror doing the rapper hands like you're Eminem in 8 Mile, spitting that trash omelet bullshit. You got 28,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. You have 28,000 listeners on Spotify. So Joe Budden told J.R. Ryder that he was in the bathroom mirror with his hands moving, doing the rapper hands. Mom, spaghetti. I think I'm ready. Talking about cut the shit, dickhead. I'm Lorena Bobbitt. Cut the D head. I'm Lorena Bobbitt. Hold up, stop it. And doing the rapper hands in the mirror. That's what he's rapping about. This man literally rapped Lorena Bobbitt on his record. Mad predictable. Joe Budden is straight up playing you, JR. He is absolutely destroying you right now because we can all picture you in the mirror saying all the dumb shit you said on the record, like actually preparing yourself. Preparing yourself. You know what I mean? Those bars that you spit were so cringe. You know what I mean? Jump on some more up-tempo music. You know what I mean? And I'll be real with you. Joe Budden is not a hater for giving you constructive criticism. And please, will people stop giving Joe Budden a hard time for his opinion? You know what I mean? I know he's very vocal and all that, but that's what he does. So Joe said, you got other fish to fry. He walks right in a restaurant. This was funny. He said he walks right in a restaurant and walks up to the freezer and starts looking at steaks. You don't need no Wagyu. Chill. Basically calling him broke. Go get you some nuggets. Go ahead and get you some nuggets. Well, I want to say this. Yo, fuck the nuggets, right? Joe Budden, check this out. This is Mikey T, the movie star. He needs to go and get himself some Kobe because he's Kobe at the Oscars, right? And he's a mobster and he eats pasta. You know, now I recall that shitty bar. Thank you, man. Excuse me for butchering your shitbag bars, J.R. Ryder. Sorry about that, Junior. Your bars don't make sense. Because Kobe, rest in peace, was an athlete. And you said the Oscars. You're like you're ridiculous, man. You don't even make sense. You don't even make sense. Then you want to talk about a drop Porsche? Homie, I don't even want to keep dissecting your bars. It's just too, your bars don't even make sense. You don't know how to rap about drop Porsches the right way. Homie, my shit's a lot different about you, man. When I'm driving, I don't care about gas mileage, man. I'll be real with you. I got my heat on blast and I got the windows down. I ain't even lying. I'm about to roll something up. I'm going to do some open questions. What's poppin', y'all? What's up, my guy? Iceberg in the building. What up, Leo King? Everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button right now and also drop your city and state. Hassan went to Vlad because he has 20 times more subs. Well, you know what? Hassan was all over his YouTube channel calling out Vlad on multiple different, you know what I mean? Multiple different occasions. Multiple different occasions, man. Yo. Peace to B Stinger, my guy. Appreciate you tapping in, man. I know you're a good dude, and honestly, man, I appreciate the love. Bro, get some braids. We'll see what happens in the future, homie. You know what I'm saying? Keep tuning in. We'll see what happens in the future. Right now, I'm about to twist up. Shout out to the guy B Stinger in the live. He's tapped in on a few occasions, actually. One time he actually tapped in for real, for real. Might have to put together an interview with him in the future. Appreciate you, Leo. What am I going to smoke, man? It's time to roll something up. Woo-wee! This is the gelato, right? Yeah. Got some gelato. I got some runts. All y'all, tap that like button right now. Hit that like button. Show some love to the channel. You know I got to... Okay. That's what's up, All Pro. Appreciate that information too, man, about Kobe. May he rest in peace. Yeah, yo, B Stinger, follow me on the gram, G's. If you're not already, I'll follow you back, man. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. Maybe we can put something together, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're even doing interviews right now. Yeah, I'm about to twist some of this gelato up. Low key. Yo, iceberg. Do people be saying low key still, man? Like, tell me what's the word for that now instead. But like, I like the gelato. I like the gelato. It's one of the best tasting weeds to me. Aside from runts, but y'all know I be running through that runts like crazy. Smoking runts like crazy. You know, I went off on this stream tonight. You guys. Give me a second. I'm about to roll something up. Let me see what I got here. Actually. Video file. Let's go. 10 toes down. If you guys haven't seen this, go check this out right now.
What up? This is 10 Toes Down TV, and you rocking with Mikey T, the movie stars, #1 in the land, in the country. Tune in, Mikey T. Not because I said it, because you have to. This is where all the information is at. This is where the best is popping at. This is where it's...
I mean, what can I say? The man is not lying. You know what I mean? What can I say, you guys? The man is not lying, to be real with you. I've interviewed the best of the best. Tonight, J.R. Writer had to get roasted. Because this guy really challenged Joe Budden. Does he not realize that Joe Budden has not stepped into a battle in so many years? I mean, I was down in Miami with Hollow the Don, and what was it, 2011, 2012, 2013, somewhere around them when they battled. I was literally down there in Miami with Hollow the Don, literally as he was preparing for that battle with Joe Budden. You know, ever since then, I've had a great relationship with Hollow the Don. And this guy, J.R. Writer, especially when 40 Cal stepped in the ring, you know what I mean? Why don't you take the proper channels? Why don't you take did 40 Cal stepped in the ring with Jag. Not Cassidy, right? He stepped in the ring with Jag, I want to say. 40 Cal. Oh. Let me check out what's going on in the poll.
Happened at Mikey T, the best in the nation, bro. 10 toes down, said it.
You had mentioned serving time, you know.
And stop doing it. Sean was, he was cool though. Everybody loved Sean. He was official. He was the Jew. He wasn't Sean in jail though. He was Levi. His name was Moses. Moses Levi.
Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember when Shine actually changed his name to Moses Levi? He actually changed his name while he was incarcerated. Well, 10 Toes Down was actually incarcerated with Shine. 10 Toes Down was actually incarcerated with Max B. That's right, but it was a little bit before he was the Big Avel. It was a little bit before he was the Boss Don. It's back in the day when he was actually known as Charlie Rambo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure why they would like call somebody Rambo and shit. Maybe y'all could, I mean, I seen Rambo, man. And I know Max B, you know, I've done interviews with Max B and shit like that. Wavy and Rambo is two totally different spectrums of life. But let's get back into it.
That was his name in the joint. Sean was cool. Slick Rick was cool. Who else? Nah, Tupac ain't never. Tupac was in the meeting. He was in Clinton, but he ain't come over to where I was at. Who else? That's it. Sean.
Yeah, that was
Slick
crazy,
Rick.
man. You know, G Unit was courting Shine when he was in jail. Shaw Money was calling him for the label deal. He eventually signed with Def Jam for $3.5 million. Did anything change for Shine when he signed for $3.5 million?
Nah. He still was the same. Nobody never with Sean. Nobody. He was good. He worked in a Jewish office. He the one that gave out. He sold a Jewish breads and shit. He stayed to himself a lot. He had a couple of dudes he would talk to. He would go to the yard. This was crazy shit. Cause I'm in the yard. I'm hitting still. Everybody in the weight pit. Sean to come in there. Yo, get the 20s. He'd do 10 reps. Put the shit down. That's it for the day and walk out. Yo, Sean, stop coming in here, man, with that stupid shit. And he really thought he was doing something. But yeah, Sean was a good dude. He was cool, man. I seen him on the. I seen a lot of people when they came to see him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came, those that showed him support.
Before we move on from that, I wanted to ask any Max B. I know at one point he was locked up before he came home.
Max B too. Max B. Yeah. But he wasn't Max B. It was
Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Winkett. That's who he was. He wasn't no Max B. Yeah. Max, yeah. Charlie was all locked up too.
Any memorable experience with Charlie, aka Max B?
Nah, nothing. Because everybody looking at the rap and all that other stuff. But dudes, regular dudes, you know what I'm saying? Regular dudes. Word. I ain't never run up with Mano. His co-defendant is my man, but never with Mano though. Me and him never bump heads or nothing. Word. Maybe some other people. I just can't even remember.
Well, Hassan Campbell said that he had been housed in C-74 and y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? You know, I had to ask about where Hassan Campbell was housed. I had to ask where Hassan Campbell was housed, y'all. Let's get into it. And y'all can check out the full exclusive. It's on YouTube right now. T-76. Is that also known as the 4 upper, or am I mistaken?
No, you got different houses, right? I mean, you got different prisons on Rikers Island. You got C-74, C-95, HDM, all these different. Now, within them housing units, you can have a house that's called 4 upper. 4 upper can be a block or a dorm area. It could be 4 upper, 4 lower, 3 upper, 3 lower, 2 upper, 2 lower, and that's how the houses are named. You know what I'm saying, throughout the house. So on Rikers Island, you got 1 upper, 1 lower, 2 upper, 3 lower. You know what I'm saying, like that. That's how the houses go. So he said he was in C-74, 4 upper or some shit. I don't know. When I was on Rikers Island, that wasn't the house that was like the most dangerous house to be in, the tough house. Now, when I was on Rikers Island, it was Mar 9. Mar 9 was one of the craziest houses. It's a mod. So when you say mod, it's a dorm. the uppers and all that, I think they sales. I can't remember. I think that's how it go. The mods is dorms, the uppers is sales, and lowers is sales, whatever. But Hassan said he was on Rikers Island at a time when you didn't have to hold your own. He was there at a time when it was gang banging and dudes jumping dudes, and it wasn't what you know, it was who you knew. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about when I came in, the phones were straight out. You pick up the telephone, you could call your family straight out on the phone. When they came in, about that time, they switched the phone system. It was clicks. So now dudes is taking dudes' phone time on clicks. But when it was straight out, not everybody was able to get on that telephone. Because if you come in the house and the whole phone time slots is taken from the morning to the night, everybody got their certain time that they get on. You got over 60 people in the dorm. And everybody, when he finished, he passed him the phone. He passed him the phone. Everybody's passing the phone. You standing there, well, it's my turn. You're going to have to take your turn. So you go in the house. That's if you're about getting on the phone and talking to your family. So you would have to go in the house, see who's running the phone. Yo, let me holler at you. Yo, you run these phones? Yeah, I run them. Who got 9 to 10? 9 to 10 o'clock. He do. Or he say, I do. Or what's up? What you asking about the phone? Because I want some time. All right, so what time you want? I want this time. All right, he got that. Just walk over there and do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You just walk over, yo, I want your time. Oh, yo, tell him come to the bathroom. I want to go gun to gun with him for his time. And then that's how.
Guys, I wanted to interrupt this video. I wanted to interrupt this video to tell you something very, very noteworthy. First of all, I just pinned the full interview with 10 Toes Down in this video. Second of all, I just want to let y'all know I got a red and I got a blue lighter. That's what I just wanted to let you know right now.
Or you could go in the house, go to the phone, somebody on it. Yo, excuse me real quick, bro. Let me just see the phone real quick. Boom, take the phone, take it loose, and go in the back. I got the phone now. Come get it. What's up? Pull your knives out. Let's get it. You got dudes that did it like that. Or you had some dudes that had to take the phone. You could screw the mouthpiece on.
All right. If you guys are going to want to see that whole exclusive, you're going to have to check that out on the YouTube channel right now. 10 Toes Down on what happened to Hassan Campbell in Rikers Island. It's a dope video, man. You know, I had to ask 10 Toes Down about that because Hassan had spoke about his time on Rikers. You know, so since 10 and Hassan have such a unique, I guess you could call it, relationship. I mean, honestly, they had spoke about doing podcasts together and all that types of stuff. But I just rolled up some of this gelato. I'm about to spark up. Yeah, you're right, Kenny Mack. J.R. Ryder is not it. Let me check out what's going on in the poll right now. I posted a poll. Who is a better MC overall? Everybody vote in the poll right now if you haven't already. Right now, Joe Budden is leading the poll. Joe Budden is leading the poll with 65%. Your favorite hustler's favorite hustler. So are you the greatest hustler alive, or is that Tone Trump? Are you taking that title from Tone Trump? Are you? I'm just messing with you. What's everybody smoking on? What's everybody smoking on tonight, man? I hope everybody enjoyed this live podcast. We got lit tonight. I had to come on and get this off my chest. Hassan was talking shit about Gillie. I had to get it off my chest. Hassan went on Vlad. I had to get it off my chest because Vlad doesn't know he's been dissing him. Just like Whack 100 didn't know Hassan was dissing him. You know what I mean? That guy's got some nerve. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of a difference of me interviewing Bangum Smurf, who was dissing 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different. A little bit different. Me interviewing an enemy of 50 Cent because it's actually the guy who was dissing the game. going to work with Whack 100. The guy who was dissing Vlad going to work with Vlad. That's why it's a little bit different. Okay. Sherb Cake by C Junkie. I'm not familiar with Sherb Cake, bro, but I know C Junkie. They grow some good stuff, man. I've smoked a few of theirs. Did they do the E85 gas? Got that berry white. Okay, Mufasa. All right, geez. Indica, sativa. Does it get, you know what I mean? That's a hard one to call. I can't really call that one because, I mean, I guess it could be a sativa, but it also could, probably a hybrid, actually, I'd have to say. Yeah, I'm a hybrid guy, I guess, because some sativas hit too light. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be smoking a 30% sativa, and it's just like, because I want my weed to make me feel a little drowsy. You know what I mean? I want my weed to make me feel a little drowsy. Yeah, hybrid. That's what's up. Yeah, I like hybrids, man. What's going on now? Well, bro, take a look at the video. Enjoy the video. Enjoy the commentary that I give, man. You know what I'm saying? I love coming on here and just talking about hip hop news. I love putting out my content and reacting to my content. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many hip hop stories out there that I feel, you know what I mean, need to be told. And that's why I started doing this in the first place. My only regret is that I couldn't start doing it a little bit sooner. You know what I mean? Just a little bit sooner. That's my only regret. You know what I mean? And that's only because of my age. I really got started doing this young. You know what I mean? I was like 20 years old getting started with this. So even a little bit before that, 18, really getting started with it. Because, I was like, I was doing a couple things like rapping, making a website. Then I fell back, started doing the promotion. Because I thought I was going to do a website at first, but I was like, let me build my name. You know what I mean? Everybody was rapping. Nobody was making money. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I need to, if I don't find a way to make some money out of this, I'm going to get rich or die trying, pretty much was the thing. You know what I mean? It was like, what's going to come of my life? So I need to, rather than doing so, like smoking weed is my hobby, like Biggie and shit like that. Whoa. Okay, hold on one second. Ice cream cake and a few caviar cones from the Caviar Gold. Feel like I've heard of the Caviar Gold. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of it, but I've definitely read that before. And obviously, ice cream cake. That's an award-winning strand right there from what they say here. Where's that dispensary? It's in Massachusetts. Yeah, the Massachusetts dispensary has that. I was about to say Rhode Island, but they don't even have dispensaries here in Connecticut or Rhode Island, really, that I go to. I just don't, man, because the dispensaries in Mass actually have the cookies and stuff like that. So, and they actually have the cheaper deals. I'm sorry, I'm not going to a dispensary and paying $60 or $58 for an eighth. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. An eighth of weed does not cost no $58. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I wouldn't care if I was like Justin Bieber rich, Diddy rich. I ain't paying $58 for no eighth of weed. Is a zip 400 plus on the East Coast? If you buy, let me think. Nah, a zip is no longer $400 on the East Coast. A zip used to be $440 over here, though, for a straight up ounce of the cookies. Yeah, it was. Now it is, let me think. So 260, 2040, 2040, and then what's that last, what's that, 60? Because it's like $1 tax on every $5. So something's 260, that means you automatically got to add 40 plus another, what is that? How many times does 5 go into 60? What is that, 12? Yeah, so it is $312 when you don't find a deal. So $312 if you don't find a deal. Usually I'm not gonna cop something unless it's the most fire shit. Like that's just, you know what I mean? I always, even the people when I go to the dispensary, they're like, damn, your order is always so fire. I'm like, yeah, I know how to smoke. This new weed is weird looking. Yo, bro, you got to make sure you're getting the right weed. Like if you get something that's like a 20% or something like that, you're going to be able to tell when you're looking at the bud that it doesn't have the consistency that something that's like 24 or 25 or 26% will have. You'll be able to see it in the bud, the actual the design in the bud, if you can see some consistency with that. Otherwise, you're pretty much just ripping that bud apart and it's like kind of like thin and you're not going to be getting any really good shit. That's why I go for the good deals. Like I love to get my weed at a cheap price for the eighth. Let me try to think of a really good deal I got recently where the eighths weren't that much. Sorry, I can't even think right now. In the 2000s, you couldn't have enough purple. It wouldn't get bought. It would get bought up. Yeah, man. That's why people were selling like dimes of that shit. It was like bullshit. It was like, yo, you want to buy like a quarter of this pretty good shit, this hydro or something, and then you could buy a couple dimes of some purple grand or what was it? What was it you said? Purple haze. What was another one they would have back in the day? White Widow. That shit had a really, really nice look to it too, if you know. You know what I mean? And then you had haze, but you would only find people selling like if someone had a 10 of that, you better have grabbed it because they brought a .7 out and messed it up. You know what I mean? What? You're gonna give me a .7 of some haze for $10? Send it over. Purple Urkel, Granddaddy Perp, Blackberry, Grape Ape. Yeah, I remember the haze. And then like obviously you had like Zona, Arizona, $50 half ounces and shit like that. I was like Zona. There might have been mid-grade above that. Mid-grade above that. Then you had high mids. Then you had Hydro. Hydro was the one I liked to buy because I had a connect where the kid would sell it to me for 40 an eighth. So we would get the Hydro because you couldn't really find piff around like that. You couldn't really find piff around like that unless you ran into somebody randomly, you know what I mean, by like downtown, I guess you could say. I don't want to say the gas station because that shit was sketchy to me. It's like, yo, don't be trying to do no business with me at the gas station when we're on video cameras, man. Step the fuck back from me. Sour Diesel. Oh, yeah. When Sour Diesel started coming around, that New York Sour Diesel, that shit was everything, bro. Moon Rock, hands down. I thought one time I was smoking Roland. One time I thought I was smoking Moon Rocks. One time I thought I was smoking Moon Rocks because we were at the Hit Factory in Florida. I didn't really know what Moon Rocks was yet. I thought it was just a weed strain, I didn't know it was something that you would sprinkle over your weed, kind of like a hash or like, how people do oil this day and age. I didn't know Moon Rocks was something you actually sprinkled on top of your weed to add to the potency of it. So Birdman had given Menace this big ass bag of weed. Like it was just like a couple ounces of weed. He just let him have it. It was pretty sweet. You know what I mean? We were all there filming a music video. Birdman was driving home. He's like, weed is kind of a big deal in Florida. And this was back in like 2012, 2013 or something like that, 2011. One of those years. I was out there from like 2011 to 2016. So Birdman's just like, here, take this weed. And I was like, yo, Menace, is that Moon Rocks Birdman be smoking, G's? I need a couple pieces of that. So Menace pulled out a handful and gave me some weed. More like an eighth. He pulled out few blunts. He gave me a few blunts. Menace was always so cool. You know what I mean? I always got love for Menace. Menace had told me one time, he's like, Mikey T, why does everybody think I'm gonna rob him? I'm like, what? Are you seriously asking me that right now? Yeah. What can I say, man? When you actually have been around all these rappers, when you've actually been around all these rappers, that's what I feel like gives me the legitimacy to actually come on here and talk about all of it. You know what I mean? I'm not like these other guys, y'all. I'm not like these other guys, man. These kids are spoiled now. Oh, hell yeah. When it comes to the weed, all the new weed is better. Yo, KD, it was cheetah piss, bro. Cheetah piss. That was the woo! That was a cookie strain. If you've had cheetah piss in the chat, let me know. But if you haven't and you missed out, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's better than the fly. If you didn't buy a couple eighths of that cheetah piss, I don't know what to tell you. If you didn't get a couple O's of that honey bun, the honey bun came by easier than the cheetah piss. If you didn't get a couple O's of that honey bun, I don't know. If you're drinking Bel Air, just don't. But guys, I appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. Everybody that's watching this video, if you want to follow back on Instagram right now, everybody that follows me on the gram, I will go on and follow them back. All you got to do is click the link in the description. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody that wants to follow back, follow me on the gram right now. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now so you never miss one of my live videos. I guarantee you, there's not a more lit blogger out there. I guarantee it. The most lit, unsigned blogger and the only blogger to go gold.